Taking comfort in the familiar is a natural process. It's something that we as humans tend to do over time, no matter what. Whether it's something that we've seen before or something that's brand new, we tend to look for aspects within it that seem familiar and comfortable. Nothing speaks more true to me when thinking about this topic than World of Warcraft and things that I've always taken comfort in, whether they're small comforts or just indulging myself in nostalgia day after day and keeping my mind occupied by thoughts of World of Warcraft, playing the game, playing different alts, thinking about which main and which class I'm going to play some more of. Again and again, there are patterns that you could detect if you are used to this cycle of video game addiction, thinking about MMOs, keeping you in a loop. It's easy to get distracted by your own thoughts, and you use it as an escape mechanism. So whatever you're going through in day-to-day life, you could retreat to these thoughts, this space in your mind, and it frees you of thinking about anything that you're struggling with in the moment. So at the end of the day, it's okay to return back to these comfortable spaces, but you definitely do not want to live there. This is something I hear a lot of people getting stuck playing games over and over again, the same old experiences, and never really progressing. A great example of this is with the new World of Warcraft expansions. Whenever a new expansion comes out, you instantly subscribe to the game because you have a fear of missing out on any new content. The other thing is the other editions of World of Warcraft that sort of exploit this nostalgia. So WoW Classic is a perfect example. They had a WoW Classic 1.0 release, and then a couple years later, they said, we're doing it again. We're going to release new, fresh servers, and once again, you're going to take part in this WoW launch experience. Even though you've experienced it before, we're going to rehash the content and do it again. Now, that in and of itself, it makes you feel like you're going to miss out on a certain event, even though you've already experience the content. There's possibly new friends and new experiences you can make on there, but it becomes you stuck in this nostalgia trap overall, and it keeps reinforcing itself within that loop. It is extremely difficult to escape because you always know that there's more content on the horizon that in some deep place in your mind helps you work that nostalgia bone. You feel satisfied. You get serotonin from the experience. And just doing that makes you feel really powerful when you're there. When you're not there, you're kind of half living, thinking about the game. Maybe you're at work, you can't wait to go home and, hop in a dungeon or a raid, speak with some guild members, whatever it is you're doing. It creates that you're missing the old days experience. You can't wait to get back to this world so that you could start living again. And it's a dangerous trap to live within. Now, one thing I always recommend to kind of escape this route is to time gate yourself. Let yourself know that you can't spend more than a couple hours on the game at a time, which is difficult to do, but it's not going cold turkey with the game. You just let yourself wean off of it a little bit more and more, and you'll see your time might decrease each day. I might also recommend playing another video game. Something I do is play RPGs or a single player experience to sort of wipe that out of my mind a little bit, gives me some disconnection time from the MMO so that I could go back into this putting my life in the primary driver's seat and then making sure that the MMO is secondary to that. So that mentality helps you get the ball rolling in a way so that you're not addicted. Now, this doesn't mean that you're going to lose all your friends in the MMO and never talk to them again. You could still keep in contact and play the game, but it won't be this thing that's taking over your life in essence. Now, this same situation could translate to so many others in life, whether it's video games or just anything that you're finding yourself addicted to. The hardest thing to do sometimes is to go cold turkey for many people. It's easier to try and wean off. A lot of it is personality, But I know for me, it definitely helps to look at the thing in a different perspective, overpower my, nostalgia bone or the thing that I'm missing from the experience. And then you'll find that there's other things about life that you like. And you could also see the thing like World of Warcraft from a different perspective and say, well, this is what I liked about playing World of Warcraft, and I really didn't enjoy this about it. So doing that helps you realign your perspective in many different ways, and you could take on new things in a different way as well, like new activities or new hobbies. You could engage and indulge in them without letting them completely consume your thoughts. And this is a real exercise. It's a muscle to work, and you'll see yourself getting better with it time after time. You work that muscle, you keep doing this, you keep freeing yourself from things that you're, getting immersed within, and it helps you stay away a little bit, see your identity. And actually, from this point, you could learn where you actually get meaning from things, like how you relate to things, how they speak to you in different ways. And that way you don't find yourself completely being immersed into something, so that when that thing might go away, like Turtle WoW, for example, is a big private server right now that's undergoing a lawsuit from Blizzard. So there's a very high chance that the servers could shut down, and everything that everyone has been doing on the server, putting all that time in to their characters, might go away forever. So once again, a lot of these people that are playing the game day after day, they might feel lost for a little bit because they won't have the thing anymore. So it's important that they might work that muscle of realigning themselves with different things, and being able to take better control of their actions and their day to day, so that they don't find themselves in a hole if the game happens to go away. So that's all I really wanted to touch on today. I think it's important to remember why we do the things we do, whether it's playing a video game or just feeling like you're getting addicted to something or it's taking over your life. There's always a way to escape that mentality, and it's important to look at it from different perspectives, work those perspectives so that you know what is worth chasing and what's worth moving away from.